Greetings. This is Aisha Khalid, and I'll be your host for today's Quiet Echo. I want to tell you about a woman who sat in my exam room with her daughter beside her. She was 74. She had fallen twice in a month. She could not sleep. Her daughter told me she was forgetting words, forgetting names, forgetting where she put things. The daughter was afraid it was dementia. The woman was afraid her daughter was right. I opened her medication list. 11 prescriptions. 4 doctors. I went through every one. 3 of the 11 were treating side effects of the other 8. 1 pill made her retain water. Another pill was prescribed to fix the water retention. A third pill was managing the dizziness the second one caused. Nobody had looked at all 11 together. Nobody had asked whether the pills were the problem. We removed those 3. Within 2 weeks she was sleeping through the night. Within a month the falls stopped. She did not have dementia. She had too many pills. She is alive. She is someone you might know. But not everyone gets what she got. Not everyone has a daughter who brings her in. The people I am about to describe are not fictional characters. They are real, documented by the World Health Organization and by public record. Listen to their names. Nala was an older woman on a long list of medications. Her daughter sat down with the doctor and went through every pill. Does my mother still have this condition? No. This one? No. Drug after drug came off the list until one was left. 1. When her daughter asked why she kept taking all of them, Nala said she continued because the doctor continued prescribing them. Nobody asked. Think about this for a moment. A woman took drugs every day for conditions she no longer had because nobody stopped to ask one question. Do you still need this? Martha was 22 years old. A psychiatrist knew she had low potassium and wrote a warning in her chart. A junior doctor ignored the warning and prescribed lithium. A cardiologist had confirmed a heart defect a year earlier but never read the results. Martha died of a cardiac arrhythmia caused by the drug. She was 22. She was on one medication. 1. Her family gave permission for her story to be told so others might be spared. Timothy Whitsack, known to everyone as Woody, was 37. He lived in Minneapolis. He was not depressed. He had no history of depression or mental illness. He went to his doctor because he could not sleep. The doctor gave him a 3-week sample pack of Zoloft. Within weeks, Woody fell to his kitchen floor, in a fetal position, hands wrapped around his head, crying to his wife, "Kim, help me. I do not know what is happening to me." 5 weeks after starting Zoloft, Woody took his own life. His wife Kim has spent 23 years fighting for drug safety reform. On Tuesday, she will be in Washington for the first National Medication Safety Policy Roundtable on National Adverse Drug Event Awareness Day. 23 years and she is still fighting. I sit with these stories the way I sit with my patients, quietly. I have been a physician long enough to know the difference between a disease walking through my door and a prescription walking through my door. Some days the hardest part of my job is not writing a prescription. It is looking at the ones already written and finding the courage to cross one off. I know a man in his 90s who never took a pill in his life. Last year he got shingles. The pain was unbearable. He accepted one medication. It caused his body to hold water. So, his doctor prescribed a second pill to fix what the first one caused. As soon as he could, he stopped both. He lives with pain in his head every day. He would rather have the pain than start the chain again. Not everyone has the stubbornness to do what he did. Most people trust the next prescription the way Naila trusted hers. Tuesday is National Adverse Drug Event Awareness Day. You have probably never heard of it. An estimated 250,000 Americans die every year from adverse drug events. Not street drugs. Not the overdoses you hear about on the news. Prescribed medications. Nearly half were preventable. I am asking you to do something before the week is over. If you are taking even one prescription, bring it to your next doctor visit and ask, "Do I still need this? Is this the right dose for my body today?" And if something does not feel right, if you are dizzy, if you are falling, if you cannot sleep, do not accept a new prescription until someone has looked at the old ones. Bring someone who loves you enough to ask the hard question. And if the answer does not satisfy you, ask another doctor. You are allowed to question. You are allowed to say no. I keep a notebook. I have kept one for years. Some nights I write notes to people I have lost. Some nights I write one word, My name, Aisha. It means alive. I write it to remind myself why I do this work, not to prescribe, to heal. And sometimes healing means picking up the list, reading every line, and putting down the pen. This is Aisha Khalid, your host for today's Quiet Echo. Thanks for listening. Quiet Echo is part of the fictional Cedar Valley news series, written by Evan Swenson, publisher, publication consultants, and Claude Marshall, AI developmental editor. While the people and town of Cedar Valley are fictional, Nala, Martha, Timothy Woody Whitty-Kesk, and Kim Whitty-Kesk are real people, and the national events described in this episode are real. The front porch is open. Readers of the Cedar Valley News are gathering on Facebook to respond to the editorials, share their own stories, and join a conversation built on respect, honesty, and no party lines. Come sit with us. I will put the link in the show notes.
You've been listening to the Cedar Valley News Podcast, where small-town voices meet the headlines shaping our world. From faith and family to front porches and fields. We'll be back with more stories connecting real lives to real events. Until next time, keep your porch light on, your faith strong, and your heart open.